Welcome to One Game at a Time. I wanted to start this series off with an introduction and an explanation of what this series is. My name is Ken, and I'm a cartoonist, mostly known for brutally honest diary comics, and my video game cred lies in a book I wrote about my first playthrough of Dark Souls. These days, I'm primarily working on World Ender, an anthological series covering the life and times of an immortal. You can support my comic work, and I guess these reviews, on my Patreon. Now, let's talk about why I'm making video reviews after eons of comics. For the last year and a half, I've been making a conscious effort to finish the games I start, or alternatively, give up on them forever if I'm not feeling it. Each time I finished a game, I would add it to a Twitter thread where I gave a mini review with my thoughts and a picture to go with it. Around 50 games in, I wanted to start adding my art to it in some way. After a bunch of different ideas and much deliberation, I also realized I wanted to say more about each game. I had an unspoken rule of not adding more tweets for one game, and when I started breaking that more often, I figured it was time for a change. So here we are. I'm going to write 5 to 10 minute reviews on all the games I've already finished. At least, I hope to, and I will prioritize new games as I finish them. The list will be out of order, as I tend to write the reviews when the mood strikes, and some of the games are very short, so I'll group them together. Anyway, I think that's everything. Let's get on with the first game. Developed by Fulbright, most known for Gone Home and the Bioshock 2 DLC Minerva's Den, Tacoma is a story-focused first-person game in which you play recordings of a crew of a space station struggling against their draining oxygen. There's some light puzzle elements, as tend to come with most of the games in this genre. The catch with Tacoma is the recordings play back in 3D space. You have to piece together the story and everyone in the scene's individual actions over short periods of time. You can rewind, pause, look through their stuff, and compile a complete story of what happened in any given room. You can also use these recordings to determine how to obtain specific items or details in the area that you need. Over the course of the game, you learn who the characters are through their recordings, and even without the notices telling you who lives in which rooms. Hell, even without the color-coded augmented reality stand-ins, they display enough character to piece it together organically. Maybe it's a little too on the nose sometimes, though. I would liken Tacoma to a form of immersive theater, and to better explain what I mean by that, I'll use this quote from an article that I've included in the description. Some immersive theater shows are highly structured, with the audience taken from location to location as one group, while some immersive theater shows allow the audience to roam freely in any direction, to multiple locations at their own leisure. Each participant, therefore, may have a highly individualized, unique theater experience. A strong example of this is the Macbeth adaptation Sleep No More, which I have not experienced. It's just the most notable example I encountered. Tacoma may give you the option to see all of the characters and reduce the individual experience of a true immersive production, but I think that only strengthens the impact that this game is being experienced in a non-linear fashion. The reason I like Tacoma is the real sense that this station was lived in. That these people really know each other and have their ups and downs. Over the course of the game, you get to feel like a part of that. The fact the game is so compact lends a lot to this, but there aren't many games that go out of their way to impress upon you the personality of the inhabitants the second you enter the game.